Hello, beautiful Sagittarius. Welcome to your 2020 Twin Flame Soulmate Love Forecast. I am bringing you messages, sort of looking at 2019 and then how you wrap that up and then what's on the path for you. But I'm going to start with Wisdom of the Oracle. I'm picking 2 cards just for you. And the first one's going to be where you've been past year, and the next one's where you're going. So we'll take a look at that. You know what I want to do is I want to check my audio first real quick, because the last time it played a little trick on me. Nope, it's good. Sometimes if I restart the computer, it dials back the audio, and I think that happened on the Scorpio reading, and it didn't sound good at all. It was like, what? Anyway, Happy New Year. Thank you for being here. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm so excited to have you here. Please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing the video. If you've already subscribed, thank you, thank you. Let's pull your cards. So we have where you've been and where you're going. Oh my gosh. So for you, Sag, this past year has been like a change in the wind. I get it. And coming up on your path, Sag, soulmates. What? Oh, what? Oh, I just got chills. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm just going to give you a little flavor. I probably don't have to tell you what change in the wind means, but let's just look. With regard to relationship, it is relationships go through periods where partners seem out of sync with each other and stormy emotions and moods threaten to take down the ship. So that's the energy, a change in the wind. It says, these rough seas offer opportunities for mutual growth, a way for you to understand your own heart better and to know what you need to be truly happy. Rest assured that whatever is happening now, good will come of it. I'd say so. Take temporary shelter, remove yourself from drama, the air will clear and everything will be fresh and new again. This too shall pass. So that is a very lovely message. And I've noticed in all of the readings, the color shift in the cards. In every reading, the shades of gray have moved to blues or golds or yellows. It's, I'm feeling this soulmate energy coming in is going, look at all the little hearts here around these penguins. You know, penguins mate for life. Okay, so let's look at your soulmates card. What's coming on the path for you in 2020? Consider love in the deepest sense. Love so powerful that you will never be the same regardless of how long your relationship lasts. Consider friendships and romantic bonds so compelling that they overwhelm you with gratitude or break you open so you will finally claim who you were meant to be. Even a companion animal reminds you that it is you who is being rescued and healed. Pay attention, for you are in the presence of a soulmate come to guide you home to the real you. Oh, Sag. So I think you're going to get down off that Knight of Wands this year, Sag, and stay a while. That's what I think. You guys get such a bad rap for that, but I'm here to tell you I love your energy. January 2020, here's the thing. It's all about releasing old patterns, right? The patterns that weaken us and that weakened us in 2019. And we're building on stronger foundations. I am reading a little cheat sheet note because this whole spread came to me in a dream, so I had to wake up and scribble it down. So building stronger foundations, showing, okay, so the first card that I'm pulling, the reading I'm doing is I'm looking at the energies of divine feminine and divine masculine. However, in this reading, I am not indicating who's who. So you will claim whatever energy belongs to you. In the connection you're in, you may be divine, you may be a woman in divine masculine energy. That's okay. And we can shift in and out. It doesn't mean, oh, I'm forever the divine masculine. No, we're all here working to balance those divine masculine and feminine energies within us. That's what makes us a whole human, having, soul having a human experience. So if you're showing up right now as divine masculine, that means that's the muscle you're working on building. And then you can shift back into divine feminine as the connection requires. So just so nobody gets confused about that, because it can be a little confusing. So what I'm looking at here is how you're showing up. Divine masculine is showing up, 8 of Cups, walking away from some emotional entanglement or drama, maybe going in search of the 2 of Cups, the soulmate. And divine feminine is this is destiny, wheel of fortune. Here you are, Sagittarius, showing up in the reading as divine feminine. That doesn't mean you are the divine feminine in the connection. I'm just saying the card is showing up. 2019 for divine masculine, sun, that's Leo energy. For divine feminine, yes, it was hermit, Virgo energy, going within, doing a lot of deep soul searching, personal work on your spiritual development, your personal development. How you're closed out 2019. Divine masculine, hey, Ace of Pentacles. Closed it out with like a gigantic offer, either came in or they gave it. I'm not sure. I'll see in the clarification. And divine feminine, wow, closes out 2019 with Emperor energy here. May not be divine feminine's energy, may just be that divine feminine turned everything over to fate, which gave space for the divine masculine to enter. That's very possible, especially since we have this energy for divine masculine. 2020, woo, 6 of Cups, past life soulmate right there for divine masculine. For divine feminine, wow, we have judgment. Judgment is Scorpio, but that is second chances and reconciliation. So I do feel that this energy here is very much coming through in the reading. Let me go ahead and clarify. What I'm going to look at in the, just so you know before I forget, in the extended, I'm going to look at all the zodiac signs. So just so you know here, we have Leo here, we have Virgo, we have Sagittarius, and we have Aries, and we have Scorpio. So we have a lot of energies right here in the major arcana. It could be any one of those energies that are you know, your divine counterpart. Does not have to be that though. If these energies represent their rising sign, or more specifically their moon sign, because that's our emotional nature, that could be what you're dealing with. But in the extended, I'm going to run through all 12 zodiac. I'm using a whole different deck, and I'm pulling a couple cards for each sign so you can kind of get a feel for what energies they're dealing with right now that you may not be aware of. And then I'm doing all oracle. I'm doing numerology guidance. I'm doing the wisdom keepers, and I'm doing, which shows us our shadow side, our gift, and our enlightenment. And then also the romance angel. So the extendeds are a little different too, but you'll get a flavor of all 12 zodiac signs so you can see who you might be dealing with, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. All right, let's look at this 8 of Cups here, divine masculine. 8 of Cups, present energy. There we go. Magician. I do think they're walking in search of the soulmate. I do think they're going in search of the 2 of Cups. I don't feel this is them walking away from you per se, Sagittarius. If you're the divine masculine, I think you're going in search of this soulmate. And that's what you're trying to manifest. You do have all the tools you need to do so. If you are divine feminine, I think your divine masculine is trying to manifest the 2 of Cups. And if they've been in another connection or a karmic relationships or something, or if there's been drama between you, that's what they're walking away from, is that sort of emotional, I call it entanglement, but I almost feel like it's just like heavy emotionally laden energy. I think that's what they're walking away from. They're going in search of that 2 of Cups. They're trying to manifest the connection of the soulmate. And if that's you, then that's a good thing. Okay. In their past, they have 2019 was about the sun. It was happiness, joy, success, vulnerability. They found divine feminine in 2019. Sun and Empress. Empress here being Libra and Taurus. They found the feminine. They found it. They recognized it for what it is. It brought them so much happiness and joy. If this is you, you found your divine feminine, and this is just so beautiful. I can't stop smiling because I kind of feel that the energy flow here is so positive and beautiful. And Sagittarius, it's long overdue for you. Present energy, divine masculine, is this Ace of Pentacles. That's like a divine gift of abundance. It's an offer. It's substantial. It's also known as the engagement ring card. Did someone get engaged on New Year's Eve? Well, what I see here is patience. I think they're considering, I think there's, okay, let me just pull a couple more cards here. We have the Seven of Pentacles on top of this Ace and the Moon. Okay, so there's something, they're being patient because, all right, so this big offer is right here. That's how they're kind of closing out 2019. And if Divine Masculine didn't propose, or this isn't the engagement ring card, there was definitely an offer on the table. Something substantial that you would recognize as being a big deal, moving in together. I mean, I know one person who told, not this year, but in a past reading, someone said, yeah, we got a puppy together. You know, that's a big deal. Something that's about commitment, about stability, about abundance, something that brings you closer in a tangible 3D kind of way. It's a big responsibility. And I feel like that's how this Divine Masculine closed out 2019, with that on the table, but they're being patient about it. They're saying, okay, I've put this offer out there to my Divine Feminine, and now I'm being patient. And I got a little bit of fear of the unknown. There was no answer. So they're sort of being patient while they wait for the sun to come up. It's sweet. It's sweet energy. I mean, the moon, there's a lot of things that are hidden that we can't see. And so it doesn't mean that there's somebody is not being legit or on the level. I don't feel any secrets are being hidden or kept. I just think that Divine Masculine doesn't know how Divine Feminine is going to respond. So is being patient and tolerating their fear of the unknown. They're just going to sit in that energy, and they feel that Divine Feminine is worth it. And what they get in the future, past life soulmate. So whoever this is, whoever Divine Feminine is to this Divine Masculine, they perceive them as their past life soulmate, either from another lifetime, or this is someone that has returned from the past. This is, you know, if you're Divine Feminine, you may have been with this person previously, or they can be somebody from long ago that's returned, that recognizes who you are to them, has made this huge offer, and is willing to wait and endure the unknown. Wow. Okay. So in 2020, I do foresee, Sag, that Divine Masculine sustains some sort of heartache here with regard to past life soulmate and lays a burden down. I feel 10 of Wands. It's just that something happened. I think something happened in the past. I feel it happened with this past life soulmate. If that's you, you know what I'm talking about. And there was like a sense of loss, a sense of something didn't go right. And so in 2020, I feel they're laying that burden down. It is possible that Divine Masculine sustains a broken heart in 2020 and feels that, and it's just too much to bear, and so they lay it down. But because they're walking in presently with this Eight of Cups, that means they walked away from emotional drama, away from something that was too emotionally burdensome, going in search of the soulmate. So I almost feel like this past life soulmate may not be Divine Feminine, may be somebody that they sustained a broken heart from in the past, and in 2020 they lay the burden down. So it could be either way. I'll pull one more card. Yep, King of Pentacles. So that's where they get their stability back. This is Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be that, but what this is this is someone who kind of gets it all together. They find their stability. That's why I think they're laying down a burden from something from the past that broke their heart. I don't think they're walking into heartache. Just so you know, if you're the Divine Masculine, then I think it's about a past connection. Then there's a stability, and I feel really good about it since we had this Ace of Pentacles. And now this Divine Masculine is stepping into King of Pentacles energy, high vibration, stability, groundedness, abundance. They do have this manifestation energy that they're channeling of the magician. So I kind of feel like things are going to go really well for Divine Masculine in 2020. Probably with regard to business and money and their finances, but also taking care of themselves is going to be big for this Divine Masculine. Okay, let's shift over to you, to Divine Feminine. See, I caught myself because it's so easy to do the gender pronouns with the he and the she and the you. No, I'm not doing it in this reading. You'll know who you are by the time I'm done. Divine Feminine steps up in Sagittarian energy of the Wheel of Fortune. High Priestess. Wow. Wow. We have the Magician and the High Priestess, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. This is a spiritual connection. So here we go. Divine Feminine steps forward and says, I know this is a fated connection. I know this is fate that brought us together. I don't need any crystal balls. I have my own inner knowing. This is someone who's highly intuitive, very much connected to their spiritual team, to higher consciousness, to their higher self. And they know like they know like they know. And what they know is this is fate. No question. No further questions necessary. And you know why they know? Because in 2019, they were very much unto themselves. They did a lot of inner work, really working hard to understand themselves better, to kind of seek their own inner wisdom, their own inner guidance. And that is a very solitary journey. So whoever Divine Feminine is really did some important work. Two cards that pop. Wow. Hanged Man and Hierophant. Sure. These are three. Okay, so 2019 was a powerful year for this Divine Feminine Sag, whoever it is, whether it's you or the other person. Really went within. Like I said, pulled back, was on a very solitary spiritual journey. This card, the Hanged Man, is even more spiritual because it's hanging back, not acting in haste or on impulse, and really sizing up the situation, delaying gratification, and waiting for enlightenment, which feels really connected here. And then we have Hierophant. It's about their beliefs. They were really getting in touch with their beliefs, especially regarding commitment. This is the card of commitment. It's also a card of, the beliefs that we hold, whether they are morals or values or religious beliefs or spiritual beliefs, whatever our belief system is. I feel this person went in search of deeper understanding with regard to their own beliefs, possibly considering looking at it from a new perspective. That is the Hanged Man, right? We kind of put ourselves upside down to look at the world from new eyes with a fresh new perspective. And that's what they did with regard to beliefs that they've held for a very long time. And I feel like we have Emperor here now. This is the present energy for Divine Feminine. Something really prominent in the way that Divine Feminine walked out of 2019. Divine Masculine was on their own inner journey as well. Hermit. Wow. Total mirroring here, guys. Because it's all about, this is part of the commitment, right? The life we work so hard to build. The Ten of Pentacles is that pinnacle of achievement. It is the happy life. It is the ultimate security and abundance of whatever abundance means to you. It can be love. It can be passion. It can be, a family with children. It can be, it can be community. It can be a business built and being successful. Whatever this card represents to Divine Feminine, I feel that Divine Feminine ended 2019 understanding that Divine Masculine needs to go and do their own inner work, or has done their own inner work as well, and maybe on their solitary journey. Remember I said this feels very much like a solitary journey. And because it's all about what you're building together. And I do feel, it is something that's, I do feel it's a new level of commitment you will have with each other. obviously the energy, more energies will come out in the extended when I go through all the zodiac signs. But for now, I feel it's interesting that we have here this past life soulmate for divine masculine in 2020, where there's some sort of burden being laid down, and then the masculine embodies the energies of the King of Pentacles, and that we have here in the present energy divine masculine and the Ten of Pentacles. It can also mean, Sag, that divine feminine ends 2019 in their full power, in control of their own life. They just came through this very solitary period of 2019. They're closing it out in the driver's seat. They are understanding the destiny of the connection. They know full well what they're dealing with and who they're dealing with. And they're sort of saying, yeah, I might need to continue on my path. Spiritual development, so that I'm ready for all of this, because this is the goal. So we have commitment and this Ten of Pentacles coming out 2019 and closing out 2019, sort of reviewing their belief systems and structures with regard to commitment and refocusing their energy on everything that is important to them and valuable to them. And then for divine feminine, we have the Judgment card here in 2020. That is forgiveness. It's reconciliation. Whoop. The Sun. You could be dealing, this could be Leo energy here. If you're divine feminine, we have Scorpio and Leo energy. I feel like this reconciliation brings a lot of joy. So here's how I size this up. I don't feel that divine masculine gets their heart broken by this past life soulmate, by divine feminine. I feel that someone from their past, they walk away from the drama, they go in search of the soulmate, which is divine feminine. That's what they're manifesting. 2019 was about happiness, finding happiness with the divine feminine. I feel that they do that, and I feel that divine feminine says in 2020, yes, let's reconcile. I want this happiness. But I feel for divine masculine, what happens in 2020 is there's like a resolution, a closing of the door, a laying down of a burden of a past heartache. And that brings them stability, and that brings them the energy of wanting to be in self-care, taking care of themselves, getting more grounded and stable in all aspects of life, not just their, their money story, but in their life. Wow. Bottom of the deck, Emperor. Yes, so that's where we end here. Yes, Sag, divine feminine, reconciliation, forgiveness, happiness and joy, success with divine masculine. There we go. And that divine masculine may be on a solitary journey. It may take them a while to figure out how to come to terms with something that went wrong in the past, and to kind of let it go with a past life soulmate, or just someone from their youth or childhood, or someone from their long ago past. Can even be a parent. There can be parental issues there. This card is not just about, we have multiple kinds of soulmates, Sag. Parents are soulmates, friends are soulmates, siblings are soulmates. So there's something from the past, or this person's youth or childhood, that caused a heartache. And they finally lay that burden down in 2020, and it liberates them, it grounds them, it provides them a sense of stability, and they take care of themselves. They really do. I love that. What a great reading. Okay, Sag, Happy New Year. I hope you found this helpful. If I'm telling your story and you feel like I've got the players right and you know which one you are, the link to the extended is below. In that extended, as I said, I'll run through all 12 zodiac signs, give you an idea with a couple of cards where each one is, and then we'll do some oracle work together and wrap it up and call it a year. 2019 out, 2020 in. Thank you so much for being here, for joining me, for being a part of the channel and supporting me and the work that I'm trying to deliver to you. I really appreciate it more than you know. Take care. I'll see you on the other side, or I'll see you in 2020.